I'm in my zone.
Hey, this is Zero at ReviewZoneHD. I'm bringing you guys a review of Spider-Man Edge of Time for the PlayStation 3. This is usually the part in the video where I should insert some type of witty Spidey sense joke or how it's tingling, but I'm going to refrain from doing so because this game ain't no joke. This game I think will actually surprise a lot of people. It actually starts off pretty slow, and when I first sat down to play this one I wasn't really sure what to expect out of it because I hadn't played any of the previous Spider-Mans. I didn't look at any of the other major reviewers as far as what they gave this game, but I was actually pretty impressed with it. Let's go ahead and get into the review. Now, as I just stated, this was my first experience with a Spider-Man game on the PlayStation 3, but I did also pick up the other two previous Spider-Man games this same night, and I played through a little bit of Shattered Dimensions, and so I can give a little bit of a comparison for you guys. The actual way Spider-Man was presented and looks in his various different forms, especially the cel-shaded Spider-Man in Shattered Dimensions, I think it actually looked better on that game, but the actual environment and the combat animations and the special moves I felt looked better on this title. I really did enjoy Amazing Spider-Man's hypersensibility, especially when you're wearing the original suit that you start the game with. And it's similar to what was in the last game, but graphically what they did with it on this one, I'll definitely never get tired of watching that. The frame rate stayed pretty smooth, and there's no hiccups or issues with the graphics that I came across, so the game was certainly polished well.
Hey! You talking to yourself again? Man, I worry about your sanity sometimes.
I don't read comic books, and I never have, and I don't really like the Spider-Man movies. They're okay, but I've always been fond of the actual character of Spider-Man, and this game really portrays him very well, from everything that he says, does, and all the way down to just the way he walks. But the actual story in this game, in my opinion, is what will set this game apart from other games like it, including the previous Spider-Man titles. You're basically trying to save yourself by changing events between the past and the future, and also trying to undo things that get changed along the way. It's kind of like Back to the Future meets Spider-Man, but the way the story is told will keep you interested for sure, as I was glued to the game while going through just the end of the first act. The voice acting and the actual dialogue in this game, it's a little bit cheesy, especially in the beginning of the game, but Spider-Man's usually designed for the younger audience. But after certain events happen in this game, and you can actually hear Spider-Man's voice turn from peppy and confident to unsure and stressed, and then the background music changes as well into a more intense beat, it certainly gives the game a kickstart into what makes this game actually a lot of fun to play. So the sound on this one is definitely going to be a thumbs up. The same development team that brought Shattered Dimensions also made this game, and while this game is completely different in a lot of ways, the combat and the very well done menus and challenges borrow heavily from Shattered Dimensions. So if you enjoyed that last game, you will for sure enjoy this one. With that said, if you haven't played the previous game and you're interested in the Spider-Man games, you may want to start with Shattered Dimensions first, since you can pick a copy of it up pretty cheap, and see how you like it, and if you do, then you can definitely go pick this one up. I did upload some more videos of the combat and the cutscenes of some of the story for the first act that wanted to check the game out a little bit more. With so many good games coming out right now, I think this is one title that will get overlooked. I didn't even know it was coming out until the day I went to go pick it up, but it is a solid game that deserves to be played. If you live near a Redbox, you may be able to rent your copy, as my local Redboxes did have some, but I did decide to buy this title, and I'm pretty happy that I did, and I'm happy with the way the game turned out. Anyways, this is Zero at ReviewZoneHD, and I'll be bringing you guys more reviews soon.